allegiance to the Supreme Lord Ganesha. Traditionally, it's believed that a sincere prayer to Lord Ganesha at the start of any new undertaking will ensure its success. To that pure and serene Ganesha, I bow. A very warm welcome to everyone. I'm Angela Unman, one of the masters of ceremony today.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vidya Vinod. I'll accompany Angela in emceeing today. The word Arangetram means a dancer ascending to the stage upon the completion of a course lasting for 7 to 8 years. An Arangetram therefore represents a graduation after years of formal training. Your presence here is a great source of inspiration for Varsha on the day of her solo Arangetram today. On behalf of Preeta, Naveen Nayar's family, as well as Nritya Urban Dance School of Bharatanatyam and Indian folk dances, it gives us both immense pleasure to welcome you all to Ranga Pravesha. Varsha is a disciple of Guru Srimati Nishita Shah, who is the founder and director of Nritya Urban Dance School or NADS. It was founded in 2010, where students undergo a systematic syllabus of Bharatanatyam followed by annual tests, learn, perform and compete with Indian traditional folk dances as well as folk dance as well. NADS takes pride in imparting the sacred art of Bharatanatyam and expressing the purity of the Nalanda style of international fame.
Bharatanatyam is an ancient traditional art form said to be originated in Tanjavur of Tamil Nadu. The name Bharatanatyam is derived from four most important aspects of dance. Bha from bhava, meaning emotion. Ra from raga, meaning music. Ta from tala, meaning rhythm. And natyam, meaning dance. The dancers use pure dance, nritta, for expressional dance. Nritya to create visual beauty with abstract patterns of rhythmic movements. And natya to act out stories from Indian mythology and Hindu religion. The music of Bharatanatyam is based on Carnatic classical music.
Varsha is a diligent and sincere student and is seeking the blessings of God, her Guru, and is ready to present herself this evening. At this time, I would like to invite Varsha, her parents, and Guru, Srimati Nishita Shah, to join us on the stage for lighting the lamp and Salangai ceremony.
with this auspicious beginning, Varsha conveys her love and seeks the blessing of her relatives and well-wishers. They have been a constant source of encouragement by their unconditional love and support. At this time, I would like to call upon Vignesh, Varsha's older brother, to introduce Varsha.
Namaste everyone, I am Vignesh, Varsha's older and only brother. Varsha is a 7th grader at Summit Middle School. Varsha spent her childhood in India where she developed her passion for dance at the very young age of 4. She was inspired by some of her cousins who were learning dance professionally and watching them performing at various venues. She learned the basics while she was in India, and upon coming to US at the age of 9, her passion for the dance grew to a level where she began to think about it seriously. She has been playing the viola since she was 12. She has been learning Bharatanatyam under the watchful eyes of Guru Srimati Nishida Shah for the last 4 years, and she considers her as her real guru. Varsha was able to learn and adapt further dance syllabus within a short period of time. She quickly mastered from the fundamentals to the advanced level in just 3 years. Moreover, she has learned basic training in Carnatic music under Guru Srimati Kameshwari Pudela, which complements her interest in dance effectively. She has performed Bharatanatyam as well as Indian folk dances such as Bengali dance, Garba, Supada dance, Assamese Bihu dance, Bollywood styles. Since then, at various prestigious venues such as Marriott Botanical Gardens, Kids Fest by Metro Family Magazine, Festival of the Arts, OSSM, Asian Festival, Vietnam Festival, Annual Latina Cultural Program, Turkish Festival, and etc. In addition, she took part in the talent show and TSA club at her school. I'm so glad and proud of my sister that she's able to achieve this milestone in her life today at this young age. Now I would like to hand over the mic to both MCs to carry on with the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Vignesh. Before we start today's program, we would like to go over a few house rules. We request our audience to maintain silence while performances are in session. Please take a moment to switch your cell phone to silent mode at this time. We request that no food or drinks are to be bought in the viewing area. Please refrain from any flash photography. If you need to exit the auditorium for any reason, kindly do so between performances. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Without a further ado, we begin this evening's program with a prayer song. During this prayer, Varsha will make her first performance entry to the stage with the customary Pushpanjali and Namaskara. In Sanskrit, Pushpa means flower and Anjali means offering. Pushpanjali is considered the salutations to the god, the guru, and the audience. This will be immediately followed by Tarikajam in Ragam Natai and Aditalam. This piece is composed by Guru Swami Malai Rajaratnam Pillai. It will be then followed by a shlokam from Shyamala Dandagam, explaining the beauty and glory of goddess of music, Manik Veena. Dear friends, please put your hands together for Varsha Nair. the name given to the art form that was originally referred to as Dasiyatam or Sadir Nritya. It originated in the temples and nurtured as a temple ritual, was presented in the courts of kings and practiced exclusively by the Devadasi community. This art form that originated approximately 2000 years ago is a culmination of past traditions. Bharatanatyam is based on the theories of the books called Natya Shastra, a treatise on dance by sage Bharata and Abhinaya Darpana. The dance form is based on adagus or steps and hastamudras or hand gestures. The modern Bharatanatyam was systematically regularized and codified by well-known Tanjavur quartet, Ponnaya, Chinnaya, Shivanandan and Vadivelu. These are the four legendary brothers who fused what was performed in the temples and courts and formulated a repertoire that has come to be the mainstay of Bharatanatyam today. Bharatanatyam is a solo classical dance style that is complete in formal structure, yet extremely adaptable to time and context.
Moving on to the next item in the program is Alaripu. The literal meaning of the word Alaripu is a flowering bud. It is traditionally the first dance piece that a Bharatanatyam dancer learns and performs. In this piece, performer will begin by simply moving her eyes, followed by her head, her shoulders, and slowly the different parts of her body. This symbolizes blossoming of the dancer's body. The piece is entirely based on rhythm and it avoids any words or expressions. It focuses on relaxing the body of a dancer, thereby relaxing her mind and symbolizing her awakening. This piece is set in Tishra Talam. Dear friends, we present Alaripu.
Tam,
Varsha performed with such grace and poise. The next in sequence is Shabdam. Ayar Sharia is a beautiful Tamil composition. In Shabdam, the song or sahityam is usually separated into stanzas, and between each stanza, a simple korve or nritta is set. Each stanza can contain a different story, or all of them put together is one single story. But essentially, the whole item is about one person or one theme. The movements here are leisurely, emotions are withheld at the beginning. Thereafter, when the dancer has clarified herself, they are released in a measured and disciplined manner.
This Shabdam narrates the various aspects of young Krishna when he plays the flute. In the village of Gokula, without the knowledge of the other cowherds of the hamlet, the prankster and illusionist Supreme is playing his flute to captivate the hearts of gopis. Krishna then stealthily sneaks around and steals butter and distracts gopikas from their daily chores. With his coral red lips playing the flute, Krishna's hair sways gently from side to side and his beautiful face glows and shines luminously. Even the timid deer becomes mesmerized by this Mayavan and forgets grazing. As Krishna's little fingers caress the flute and bring out an enchanting music, his lotus-like eyes close as if in trance. Beads of perspiration collect on his forehead and move towards his eyebrows. As the song and music from Govinda's flute entrances the gopis, they come running in infatuation. As they meditate on the lotus-eyed one to attain him, the gopikas are filled with joy and surrender themselves.
This dance is set to Ragamalika Ragam and Mishra Chapputalam. It was composed by Subbaramanya Iyer and choreographed by Mylapur Gauriamma. Dear friends, we present Shabdam.
give another round of applause for Varsha. Here we shall take an intermission for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, our honored guests may proceed for refreshments. Thank you and see you shortly.
Varnam occupies an exalted position. It is the touchstone to evaluate the caliber of the artist. In all aspects of Bharatanatyam, be it Nritta or Abhinaya, although Varnam is only a component of Bharatanatyam, it's quite vast by itself. In Varnam, there is equal emphasis on the rhythmic portions and those sequences that interpret the poetic texts. The rhythmic portions will have the jatis and the swara patterns, while the poetic text will contain pallavi, anupallavi, muktayi sahitya and charana sahitya. Varnam can be divided into two halves, Purvanga or the first half and Uttaranga or the second half. The mode of the second half usually complements, emphasizes or seeks the solution for the emotions expressed in the first half of Varnam. This is the format usually maintained for Bharatanatyam. Varnam is a visual delight to the audience, often reaching or exceeding about 25 to 30 minutes in length, hence the most challenging piece. It's now that the dancer invests all her skills so carefully acquired over years of training. The dancer imprints the unique stance and makes Varnam her own. Varnam, through facial expressions and gestures of hand and body, usually tells a story of bhakti or love.
This Varnam, Ni Manamirangi Vandaruruvai, is set in Ragalatangi and Aditalam. It is written and composed by modern day composer, Saint Poetess Srimati Anandavan Pichai. Verses written in Tamil by her were set in the Padavarnam format by her daughter. The predominant emotion in this Varnam is bhakti or devotion. The Lord or the deity referred to is the handsome Muruga, the fierce Kartikeya, and Shanmuga. The story in this Varnam starts with Surapadma, the evil and arrogant Asura who became a menace to the people on earth and to the Devas in heaven. The six-faced god, Lord Muruga, arose or born from the third eye of Shiva, the same eye that burned Cupid to ashes. Muruga was born to vanquish the evil demon. Muruga used his weapon, the veil, the lance, to pierce the demon into two halves. One half became the rooster on his flag, and the other half became the peacock on which Muruga rides. The poetess further explains that Muruga has two wives, Devasena and Valli. The devotee seeks the blessings from her beloved Lord. She extols her Lord's virtues. She enumerates his valorous deeds and seeks refuge in his lotus feet. Towards the end, the Nayika or heroine requests her Lord, "Now please appear before me, riding your blue peacock, for which I sing and dance your praises in a trance. I am unaware on how to attain your feet. Will you not take pity on me and shower your grace on me?" Ladies and gentlemen, here is Varnam.
நாட்டம் கொண்டவர் Me
Varsha, I'm in awe of your stamina. That was such a beautiful performance. To dance means to be new, to be fresh every moment, although one had just been issued from the hands of God. The dancer in another world, no longer the world that takes the color from our gaze, but the one that she weaves with her own steps and beads with her gestures. This Bharatanatyam is grounded in bhakti. It's a spiritual discipline perfecting the mind to thought-free serenity.
Scientists have known for some time that even a fetus in the womb can hear the music and react to it. The fetus starts moving its limbs in an attempt to dance, though it is not even known what dance is really. Thus, music and dance are inseparable. The two forms together can create an emotional quotient, always complementing each other.
Janada vikala jala pravaha pavitastale galevalam vyalambidam bhujanga tunga malikam damaddamaddamaddamanni nadavada marmayam chakara chanda tandavam tanoduna shiva shivam. From his huge matted hair is pouring out and flowing down the sacred water of river Ganges. Hanging down from his neck are the lofty serpents, his damarus continually weaving out the sound, filling the air all around. There performs Shiva his passionate dance. O Lord Shiva, please extend the spirit of your auspicious Tandava within our beings also.
The next in sequence of the program is a very traditional and interesting piece known as Padam, which is the deepest expressive item of a Bharatanatyam margam. Varsha will perform on Idadu Padam Thugi Adu, describing the glorious attributes of Lord Nataraja, who is none other than the creator and divine god of dance. I believe most of us would have heard this song at least once, and you would have seen the seniors perform this as well. It is purely expressional piece, and it's usually steeped with the sentiments of love and manifestations. We will also visualize the mesmerizing rhythm of the dance in this devotional dance piece. This wonderful, heart-touching and moving composition is penned by the legendary Papanasham Shivan. The poet's description of Shiva is as rhythmic as the dance itself, giving us a vision of a great wonder. Lord Shiva, when dances in Thillai on the holy day of Guru Puja in the Tamil month of Thai for his devotees, Patanjali, who is an incarnation of Adisheshnath and Vyagrapada, whose eyes were refreshed and pleased by the awesome sight.
Before the performance begins, I would like to call Varsha on stage. Will not that be a good idea for her to act out and explain the literal meaning of this composition? This will help all of us understand word-to-word meaning of the lyrics and details. So let's welcome Varsha on stage. Oh mine, please serve at the feet of that Nataraja who dances with his left foot raised. As he dances to the chanting of his praises by his devotees. The snake around his neck with its hood fans out. And his tiger skin garments move along. With steps so firm that the anklets adorning his divine feet make a ringing sound. As slivers of light flashing from the crescent moon in his locks illuminate the skies. As the drum that Vishnu plays reverberates to the Solakata Dimitaka Tarikita tone. The consort of Shivagami dances in the sacred city of Chidambaram. With a smile illuminating his features.
Thank you, dear Varsha, for the beautiful narration. So now let's see this melodious composition, which is set in Ragam Khamas and Aditalam.
Thank you.
Mandramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa.
Guru Srimati Nishita Shah is an accomplished and dedicated teacher, a choreographer and a performer. She commenced her dance and Carnatic music education at the age of 4 under the tutelage of Srimati Bindu Shah of Kanta Kala Shikshan Kendra of Mumbai, India, who is a disciple of Guru Sri Soundararajan Pillai. She double graduated in Bharatanatyam from Akhil Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya and the Mumbai University. She holds Master of Science in E-commerce Technology and has worked as a website developer. Throughout the journey of 17 years of training, she learned various Indian dance styles from renowned and experienced teachers including Bhushan Lakhandri and Deepak Mazumdar. She performed worldwide as a professional dancer for 5 years with Bollywood actress Hema Malini in mythological story-based ballet. At Nritya Urban Dance School, she has been teaching in Edmond for the last 9 years. She is a recipient of the Global Citizen Award in Arts given by the World Experience Foundation. She has received recognition from the state of Oklahoma. She also had a featured article for her community involvement throughout her dance school in the Daily Oklahoman in 2016. Her students have won prizes at various dance competitions such as Asian Festival and Natya Kalakar. Some of the recent dance performances include at the State Capitol, Myriad Botanical Gardens, Festival of the Arts, United Nations of Oklahoma, Kids Fest by Metro Family Magazine, and so on. Mrs. Shah takes pride in imparting the sacred art of Bharatanatyam in young talents.
Before moving to the concluding dance piece of this evening, we would like to invite Mrs. Nishita Shah, the teacher on the stage, to share a few words with us.
Shri Gurudeo Namaha. Dear esteemed guest, your presence here is a big blessing for us. Today, we are celebrating the triumph of dedication to achieve a magnificent goal. Recalling some words of a guru, Bharatanatyam, apart from being a beautiful art form, uplifts the dancer to a higher level of spiritual consciousness. The main theme and the essential goal of the dance is to be interpreted by the dancer and understood by the viewers that there is a deeper quest of the human soul for union with God. I believe an Arangetram is an accomplishment, but most significantly, it is the beginning of an advanced learning. Bharatanatyam helps its practitioners both physically and mentally. It brings in a lot of discipline and focus in students, which will help them in all aspects of their life. It is my sincere advice to all the students of this art to continue lifelong learning and practice to reap these benefits. When Varsha joined my dance school, I observed this sincerely committed and dedicated student who would always make sure that she attends the class prepared with her homework done and asking wise questions. Varsha has a sharp memory. Memorizing long and challenging items was an easy task for her. One could clearly notice, as over the years, her interest grew into a passion. And today she has reached this level of dance within a short span. Besides dance, this girl is also accomplished in many other aspects, and I'm very proud of her other achievements as well. In all this, let's not forget that she just turned 13 last month. To build up stamina for one to survive performing for 3 hours certainly requires a tremendous amount of effort and courage. Hours of dedicated practice sessions and revisions for past a year and a half, definitely a challenging task to keep up, along with an academic busy routine. I must appreciate and would like to acknowledge the role that her parents have played in all the steps of this journey. I thank you both for trusting me and giving me this opportunity for your child's education in the field of Indian dance. I know Varsha will continue to thrive and grow in every possible way, and I wish dance continues to enrich her life as much as possible. This is the 7th Students' Arangetram presented by our institution, Nritya Arpan Dance Group. On behalf of Nritya Arpan, I am very happy to present Varsha a Bharatanatyam Arangetram Accomplishment Award plaque, as well as her first Nataraja, as a small token of love on achieving this milestone in her life. I would also like to mention that the state of Oklahoma has been gracious to recognize this achievement and has offered her a citation award. I appreciate Hilda Xavier's efforts in helping to arrange this award. Now, I would like to call upon Varsha on stage to receive the citation, the plaque, and the gift. I would like to thank my parents, my in-laws, without whose support it wouldn't have been possible for me to be here today. I'm also very thankful to my husband Sandeep and our daughters Riya and Rishika, who have been very understanding, patient and supportive throughout this entire process. I would like to thank Mr. Yash Fojdar for his tremendous help during this and the previous Arangetram of my student on last Saturday. His presence here for several hours during the stage rehearsal, making sure everything is going correctly and perfectly, during hall decorations, the presentations, in order for us to access this facility efficiently, proves his kind and helping nature. I believe he is an asset and blessing for all of us. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Mr. Eric Jones for managing lights and sound so efficiently for this and the previous Arangetram. I thank the authorities of the Hindu Temple of Oklahoma and all donors for building this brand new and high-tech auditorium facility for us. It is now a great venue for us to host our future events. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of you for coming here and making this program a memorable event. Thank you. I believe Varsha would like to come and say a few words, so I'll call Varsha up on the stage.
Get this wonderful opportunity to do my Arangetram. First, I want to thank my guru, Ms. Nishitanti, for her patience, dedication, and mainly her hard work to make this program exceptional. And I also thank her for sharing her knowledge with me and being a role model. Next, I thank my parents and my brother for giving me courage and support till the end. Then I thank the MCs, Vidyanti and Angela for their time and effort to make this program happen. And I also thank Ajay Shambhu, Seema and Smidhi for helping with the decorations, and also Gopika's mom, Simi for getting me Now let me thank each and everyone for coming and spending this beautiful evening with us. Thank you for all your support and encouragement throughout the program. Now I would like to request Ms. Nishitenji to come up on the stage. Now, next I would like to request both MCs, Angel Andy and Vicky Andy, to come up on the stage.
The bond that a teacher and student shares is so beautiful, and I can see so much love between the student and teacher today. We conclude this evening's Ranga Pravesha with Madhura Tillana. Tillana is a crescendo, the culminating piece of the Bharatanatyam performance. It's the liveliest dance for the Margam. This piece requires exemplary skills in terms of rhythm, timing, and synchronization in order to radiate the unique performance charm associated with it. Graceful body movements and some elements of abhinaya combine in Tillana. This dance form is the manifestation of the ancient Indian idea for the celebration of the eternal universe through the celebration of the beauty of the mortal human body. Predominantly, a rhythmic composition stands for an expression of joy, dynamism, and creativity of and by the dancer.
This finale piece is set in Hamsanagam Ragam and in Adithalam, choreographed by Vandana Krishnaswamy. It features variations of jatis, fast rhythmic hand movements, which are organized into choruses or passages, and concludes with sahitya or a brief lyrical portion of a poetry. In this Tillana, a devotee praises and surrenders to the great Lord Krishna by saying, "I bow down to his lotus feet." Everyone is mesmerized by his melodious flute and seek his blessings. This will conclude with a short Mangalam, a salutation to the Lord Nataraja, the teacher, and thanking the presence of the audience. Mangalam is set in Suruti Ragam and Adithalam. It's composed by Sri Purandara Dasa. Dear friends, here we present our finale piece, Tillana, followed by Mangalam. accomplished this milestone today at just the age of 13. Let's give her another big round of applause. We will now take a minute to invite Varsha's dad upon the stage to address the thank you note.
So things are wrap up. It's time to wind up. First of all, thank God for making this event as successful without any undisgraceful events. And I would like to thank Guru Srimati Nishirasha. Without her knowledge and patience, Varsha wouldn't have been here today where she is now. And I would like to express my thanks to the ICF Temple Committee who allowed Varsha to perform here, and special thanks to our MCs Angela Woman and Ms. Vidya Vinod. I also would like to express my gratitude to our friends Rajesh, JP, Anil, Subhash, Sudarshan, Smita, Seema. Oh, without their final helping hands, this would have been a disaster. I would also like to express my gratitude to our temple manager, Mr. Yashji. Finally, I would like to thank all of our friends who came here and enjoyed Varsha's performance and support. Thank you for supporting us. Willing to say something?
Yeah, actually you said thanks to everyone, but still, let me thank each and everyone for coming and spending this beautiful evening with us. And once again, thank you all for encouragement and support throughout the program. ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ഷണം സ്വീകരിച്ച് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഹൃദയത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഷയിൽ നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
Congrats Varsha on this amazing achievement and gifting us this beautiful evening. Tradition in the right hands has infinite capacity for evolving and renewing itself at its own pace naturally, gracefully and innovatively. A dancer's life is a continuous process of artistic evolution or reflection of growth and changes until the final step when the dancer identifies herself completely with the dance. We seek the grace of Almighty and the encouragement to support our family and friends for Varsha to have a self-fulfilling journey ahead in this timeless art of Bharatanatyam. Let peace prevail. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
We hope you all enjoyed the program. We would like our guests to join us for dinner at this time. On behalf of Preeta and Naveen Nar, as well as Nritya Urban Dance School, we thank you once again for your presence and blessings, and have a wonderful rest of the